All right, so the fish I ordered a while back from Thailand arrived. All are doing well, and they're in small amounts of water. So I matched up which ones go where, and then I'll put them in little containers. I don't, I don't mind people just dump fish into a net and then place them in the tank. That can alleviate the problem with ammonia spiking. However, these fish are in very little water, tiny amount, and I'm not going to just dump them in because they were a lot of money. So what I do is I use these things, and I will put, I'll empty all the water into each one of these. I have one for each type. I have 3 different strains, 2 pair of one strain, 1 trio of another, and 1 pair of a different. So that's what we're going to do. And what will happen next is I have this thing of water, which is treated with a little bit of salt, a little bit of quick cure, and a couple drops of pond strength melafix. And after I put the fish in their little container, I'll add a little bit of that mixture, and then 15 minutes later I'll add some more, and then if they look all right after that, I'll wait 15 minutes and put them in the tank. So that's what's happening right now, and I'll get started putting them in their little temporary homes. So I'll update this as they're floating in the new tanks. Hopefully floating alive in the container. I should have used a better choice of words. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I have them acclimating in the tank. All 4 of them, actually. These are 2.5 gallon tanks. I like to keep new fish in smaller tanks. I think it's easier for them to adjust to the different water, or water if you're from another place other than Philadelphia. And it's more of like a controlled environment. You can control the food pretty good. You just got to be careful and do some water changes, which also helps acclimate them to my water. So this is a pair of something I didn't order. I do like them, just not happy I didn't get what I ordered. Waiting to hear back. These appear to be the full black Moscows. And I ordered black Moscow body with a red tail and a red dorsal. So I'll wait to see what's what with that. But I do have about 9 tanks of black Moscows, but I don't have any that are the full black, which I believe means it has a midnight gene, which fills in that spot under the body, stomach area. These appear to have larger pec fins as well, the male. And, I'll see how they do. They're still in the jar, floating. I'll let them out in probably about another 15 minutes. They've been acclimating for 45 minutes now. And I treat the water that they're going into with a couple of drops of quick cure, just a pinch of aquarium salt, and 2 drops of pond strength melafix. So I just have better luck acclimating fish with that. It seems to cut down on any diseases, and clamping, which is the worst thing that can happen with guppies as they adjust, because once they clamp, you have about a day to clear that up, and then they're just going to die. So anyway, that's the black Moscows I didn't order. These guys won't be able to see too well till I do a more extensive video after they've been in my water for a while. These are the super lace snakeskins. I think I'm going to slowly move my line over to this type, which has a much finer lace snakeskin pattern in the body, and the females are not too colorful. They do have a little bit of a red in the dorsal and red in the tail. So the females are definitely hit, which is great, because the key with once you buy fish from somebody else is to get fry out of them as soon as you can, because those fry will have only known your water and be much more adaptable to what you're going to do with them. So, you know, you don't really know how well these will adapt in the long run, but once you get fry, you have that to work with. And if I do get fry, I will catch them, move them out to a small container and grow them out in that, and just keep these tanks with the original pairs, and in this case it's a trio. And next up, I ordered 2 pair of what's called a tiger guppy, and they should color up a little bit more. Like I said, they've only been in my water for 45 minutes. They look to be Galaxy Medusa based, but they have spotting or striping, I guess, that goes vertical. It's a little tough to see. I have to wait for him to move a little bit. But a nice mosaic pattern in the tail, a nice snakeskin and cobra pattern in the body. The pec fins look a little bit bigger than normal, but I have a feeling it's just because there's a little bit of black on them. Now you can see right there, there's like a spot or a stripe. Also, oddly, the gonopodium and the ventral fins have it. And there's a few more stripes, or whatever you call it, down the body towards the back. So the females are spotted dorsal, and hopefully they will breed true. It's usually, I've never had a problem with the fish from this guy. He's really one of the best breeders in Thailand, I think. Sorry for the camera shaking. ATFG, which I think stands for All Thailand Fish Growers, or something like that. It's not the actual person's name. But these will do well. I have water sprite in each tank. Oddly, this plants must have had some dirt in it, because there's been nothing in this tank for 3 weeks, as I've been waiting for the fish to get here. And there's dirt in the tank, so I'll probably I'll get that out when I do a water change. And this tank is nice and clear, as is this one. I have thin leaf water sprite in these two, and this is a regular leaf type of water sprite. So these are already looking fantastic. Like I said, they've only been in the tank, well, in the cup, for about 45 minutes. And see if I can get the other ones on. The other ones are the same thing. I want to run 2 lines of them, because I just think these are really striking looking fish. And these are, they call them a tiger guppy. They didn't really call them a tiger galaxy or a tiger medusa. That's the female. I'll see if I can get them to move a little bit. Well, they certainly didn't like that. And I did put a little bit of food in there. My high protein food, just to get them to eat something, because they made a 6,000 mile trip from Thailand since about Friday, and today is Tuesday. So that's, if I can add, that's about 5 days in a bag with very little water. When these guys ship fish to save money, they only give you about a 4-inch capsule of a bag. You know, just a larger bag that's just cut down to 1/3 water, 2/3 air or oxygen, and it's only about 4 inches long. So there's quite a bit of waste in there, because it's been quite a few days. And that's why I acclimate them the way I do. I don't want to just put them in a net and dump out their old water, because it's too difficult to get them to adjust to completely different water, which between mine and what there is in Thailand. Because a lot of these guys, they don't grow their fish in tanks like we do. They have various types of containers that may only have a pair or 2 of fish in them, and a lot of times they're grown outside, and again, because the climate can handle it. So starting to get a better look at this guy. Does look a little bit different than the other one. So I really don't know if these will breed true. I have to wait and see. There's a pretty good look at him. A very striking looking strain. I've only seen it once before when the guy that watched my videos sent me a photo of fish he was looking for. The picture he had were much, much nicer. They were really just yellow and black with more stripes. So I think his name was Kevin, but I have a lousy memory. So if your name wasn't Kevin, I don't remember. But I do remember you, and I saved your email. So I'll probably send you a copy of the video or link to watch it. So this is the female. As you can see, some corresponding stripes in the dorsal. Tail is clear, body is clear. And these look all right. So far very healthy. And here's a better look at the other male. So I'll run these as line 1 and line 2. The fry, when I hopefully get them, will be grown out in separate tanks. And from this point on, even if these fish are brother and sister to the other pair, I'm going to raise all the fry as 2 separate lines. And the reason for that would be to use them to cross in later in case I need to do a cross between related fish to keep this strain looking like it does. So the male snakeskin's starting to move around a little bit. I had bought 3 different strains, as you can see. 2 pairs of one trio of these, and a pair of the fish I didn't order, but they're still nice. So you can see how much more intricate the pattern is on this male. Try to get it to focus. And he's not fully colored up yet. So I'll probably do an update on these when I get used to my tank. There's a little bit of cloudiness in there, but there you can see the full black. I mean, there's no white on this fish at all. And the pec fins look larger than normal. Female has a bit of an extended dorsal, which you normally see in some black Moscows. And, you know, we'll just go from there. But very nice fish. I'm really happy. I bought from him numerous times in the past and never had a problem, although this time I got some different fish and we'll just have to deal with it and see what he says. So once again, they're the super lace red snakeskins. Tiger something or other. Possibly Tiger Galaxy, Tiger Medusa, I don't know. And another pair of them. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And the next video will be a clearer one of these fish in their tanks after they've been in here for a couple of days. So any questions, feel free to ask. And thank you again. Well, the guppies are all in their tanks now, respective tanks, and they are adjusting. I put in a little bit of live baby brine shrimp to get them out and about. And they look to be in really good shape, nice and healthy, considering they haven't eaten in at least 5 days. And here's the other one of the Tiger something. I don't know if they're Tiger Galaxy or Tiger Guppies or I don't know. Not really sure what they were called, so I'll just go with Tiger Guppies. Kind of wait for him, the guy, to turn to the side. Yeah, he should do that eventually. They're both just looking at me. And what goes eek, eek, bang? A mouse in a minefield. Yeah, more important to see the fish turn to the side. Let's go, buddy. Come on. I think we got something. There we go. Look at that. And as quick as that happened, I think he's done moving. Not bad. So you can see some of the characteristics of the strain. Really unique looking. And nice fins. Real big, thick, half-thumb dorsal. And nice, I guess, a snakeskin pattern on the side. Although it's not a complete one because it's got the black stripes or spots. And the female just has the spots in the dorsal. And if I can avoid this guy freaking out, I might be able to get a decent look at the super lace snakeskin. And you can see that it's a very intricate pattern on the side, much more intricate than the line I have. There's a better view. And these fish will color up more as they get used to their surroundings. Females are very healthy, nice and full. And there's, I don't know what. So trying to zoom in on him, see if I can get a clear look. It's something anyway. And the black Moscows are kind of at the top. I only keep air stones in these tanks. I really can't get them to move. Nope, can't get them to move at all. There we go, a little bit. I really can't get a good look at them. That'll come later when I do a video of them. There he's moving around a little bit. Beautiful fins, and if you can see what I meant earlier, the pec fins are very large as he now hides behind the plant. Much larger than regular black Moscows that I've seen. So they're really not cooperating. I'll give them a chance to settle in. And yeah, the video's long enough, so I'll give it a rest and get some more of these in the next video. So what do you call a snake without clothes? Snaked. Ah.